Hello all my twin flamies out there, this is Anthony here again with your twin flame energy update for the 18th of December through to the 25th, Christmas Day, woo! So guys, as you know, it's the new moon today and I purposefully wanted to wait to do this reading on the new moon day because I like to use the energies, and I'm going to get straight into it. So this last week, okay, there's been a shift that has happened. Okay, we've actually come out of this heaviness that we were going through a few weeks back, all right? But what's happened, because we had the 12-12 gateway, okay, which opened up a new immense amount of energy, and with that energy, you know, we also had the Mercury go into retrograde, and what happens with that is sometimes you feel like you're doing 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, right? And it's been like this, you know, sort of kind of like not really being able to fully move forward. But we will be coming out of that this week. And we've got another significant gateway coming up on the 21st of December, which I do believe is Thursday. Right, so it's this Thursday. Now, it's going to be a very, very, very significant day for the twins, all right? And what I've had in this last week is a lot of clarification and confirmation that what I've been picking up in terms of relationships ending with karmics has been happening. I've been having confirmation with regards to reunions and unions coming into play. They have been happening. So, you know, things are moving forward. They are moving forward. But what some of you may be experiencing in the last tail end, the early days of this week, will be the last amount of purging, if you like, okay? The planets are basically aligning, all right? They are aligning, and you may find yourself crying for no reason. You may find your body coming up in all sorts of different rashes for no reason. You know, there's nothing wrong with you, but it's basically the DNA, the downloads, and the last bits and pieces that we need to release for good, okay? Now, just to kind of put it in simple terms, really, you know, from experience and from understanding what this purging is about, right, what we do is we face fears again. These fears come back up to the surface, and we get taken back to times in our lives where we'll be triggered, so to speak. That sets us off. So when we purge, we basically, you know, we get irate, we get annoyed, we get angry, we need to cry, we need to let it out. And you may find that sometimes, again in the future, these things come back to the surface. Now, what you're doing in that respect is that when these things come back to the surface, right, in order for you to fully release them, you need to just acknowledge where this stems from, basically, okay? You need to acknowledge that this purge is because it's not the fact that you haven't fully let it go, but in order to fully let it go, when it comes back up again, just acknowledge where it stemmed from and think, yeah, I know you, I've dealt with you, actually I don't need to cry over you anymore, because honest to God, I've forgiven all of this now, and I'm really okay with it now. So by all means, you know, come up, let me think about you, I've acknowledged you, and now you've got absolutely no significance over my emotions anymore, because I basically just don't need you now. All right, I've acknowledged this pattern, I've acknowledged this past situation that I've needed to heal. I've acknowledged my abandonment issues, my rejection issues, my, you know, whatever it is that you're dealing with. And that's how you can release it from now on, okay? So you don't need to keep repeating the same purging, all right? This is the time to let these issues fully go now, all right? This is the time to fully love yourself unconditionally, flaws and all. All right? Love yourselves. Put yourselves in that place of utter peace and contentment from within, and stop seeking it from outside of yourself. Start to look within and see that you're capable of fulfilling yourself. You are filling your void. No one is going to do that for you. Okay? And if you're still in that place of 3D ego and wanting to fit a relationship into the old paradigm of twin flames and what you think a twin flame relationship should be, then I'm going to have to tell you, you've got a lot more work to do, okay? Because that is not the point. The point is to come to the place of being whole. And once you're there, the transformation begins. The union can take place. But the whole point is to spread unconditional love in all areas of your life, not just loving twin unconditionally. This is about loving everyone unconditionally, giving back to the world, giving back to the planet, giving back to your peers. No matter what wrong has been done to you in the past, you need to forgive and let it go. And you need to come back into that place of full love and light. Because once you give back, you can then receive, all right? So please acknowledge your patterns. Acknowledging patterns, all right, and needing to release those patterns. You need to break these ongoing patterns that keep repeating in your lives and the old thought processes, okay? These is now coming to the surface for you to fully let these patterns go. If you've associated Christmas with a certain thing that always happens in your life, for example, please tell yourself that that was just in your head and that that isn't actually real. But the reason it keeps happening is because you keep telling yourself that it's going to happen. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. 2018 is new beginnings. We're going into the new. We are not repeating the same old situations over and over again, okay? Now then, the collective energies as well. You need to distinguish what it is you're truly feeling. And I don't mean thinking, I mean really feeling, okay? Because the energies are so very intense this week, we are picking up a lot of the collective energies, okay? That could be people around you, you know, light workers as we are, we're empaths. We pick up a lot on the energies around us, and you've really got to distinguish what is yours and what isn't. And what isn't yours, you have to just say, okay, look, I get that you're there, but this really isn't my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to love you through it, but it's not my problem. It's not my issue, okay? And you might also be really picking up the divine masculines. This is for specifically now for the divine feminines. You may well be picking up a lot on the divine masculines' fears, okay? And the purging as well. The crying for no reason could well not even be yours as well. So please distinguish between the two. What is yours and what isn't? Because it's very intense, and because unions are getting closer, the fear is more prominent, okay, because they're seeing that they really need to take that plunge into the unknown, and it's scary, okay? Please remember how scary this can be, okay? And just hold that space of love and compassion. If you're not scared now, great, but please remember what it was like when you were, because it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. It's not an easy task. So we've got to remember that. We've got to hold space and love, all right? And with the new moon today, this is such a potent time for manifestation. We've already come into that state where we are able to manifest things like that now. So with this energy, please, please, please watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts and make sure clearly and precisely what it is you're deserving of in your life to come in, all right? And the relationship, the karmic relationships, I've said that, have been ending. So that's the channel. Now going into the actual cards, all right. Divine Feminines, we have, can I just say, we are really mirroring. We are really amazingly mirroring this week. We've both got the aces opposite each other, then we've both got major arcana cards opposite each other, and then we've both got minor arcana cards opposite each other. And they're basically kind of saying the same thing but in a different way, if you know what I mean. But it's incredible. Anyway, I really should record me shuffling so that you can see them jump out, because I don't want you to think that, you know, I select these. These are genuinely what jumps out. But anyway, stop rambling. Right, so Divine Feminines, we have got the Ace of Cups. Oh, honestly, it took my breath away when this jumped out. This is completely new beginnings within love now. Completely new emotional beginnings, because like I've just said, with the purging and getting and releasing all of the old patterns, this is now why this is possible, okay? Because we are clear of the old, and therefore the hearts are now opening. We are able to give this love as well as receiving this love, okay? And we are coming into this completely new chapter of love. Completely new, okay? So prepare yourselves and do your work in order for you to be able to receive this. And with this comes great opportunities. We've got the Emperor, and the Emperor is about great opportunities. Doors are finally opening. We are mastering our own kingdoms because we are finally brave enough and acknowledging how worthy we are of finally receiving this. Okay? So we have got immense opportunities coming our way within all aspects of our lives. And we are finally going to be mastering and creating the lives that we have wanted for such a long time. We are no longer wanting, we are having. We have, okay? It's very important. We have this in our lives, this abundance. We have this love. You're no longer sitting there wanting or waiting. They don't exist anymore. You have it, okay? Trust that. And it brings us into a complete state of balance, because this is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is a lump sum of happiness. It's what we have been working towards, and it brings us into complete and utter harmony and balance within every practicality of our lives. We have got it in complete contentment, harmony restored, balance restored, happiness and abundance, lump sum of it, okay? Because we deserve it. So, Divine Masculines, we have, I've got to laugh because how many weeks has this come out for now? We have the Ace of Swords for the Divine Masculines. Again, so this is their completely new thought process. This is their clarity, their aha moments, their decisiveness, their truth. And they are finally there. It's moved up to the front card now, and this is exactly what they're bringing to the table. This is what they're receiving within themselves, is this clarity, this truth, this understanding, this stepping forward with the assertiveness to go forward and get what it is they want. I mean, you couldn't make this up really, could you? In all honesty. I mean, like, that's just incredible. And right underneath we've got the Magician. So the Magician is really, you know, this is for the Divine Masculine. This is them manifesting what it is they want in their lives. They hold the key. They hold the answers to all of their questions that they have had in themselves. And they are finally there, ready to manifest what it is their hearts have been yearning to achieve and to want in their lives, okay? They're finally free from their karmic relationships, their karmic ties, and they are ready to manifest what it is they want, okay? And with that is the Queen of Cups. I do believe last week or the last couple of weeks was the King of Cups, but they now have the Queen of Cups because they are really mastering their feminine energies within, because they're coming forward more in their heart space, and therefore they're taking on the role of the nurturer, the bearer of love, the giver, okay? And they're wanting now to be in this space. Well, they're balancing their masculine and feminine energies, and they're stepping forward with this love. They're ready to provide this unconditional love for themselves and therefore for others too, okay? And the two energies that jumped out within the 5D energies, which actually did make a lot of sense to me because of what has been happening this week in terms of the purging. But we've got the 8 of Swords here and the 5 of Cups. Now the 8 of Swords, as you can see, is, you know, a woman trapped, keeping herself chained to all this negative energy around her. All right, and this is basically in some sort of level, we're keeping ourselves trapped in fear, because with the 5 of Cups here, there's the man feeling despondent, sad, you know, unworthy. He's focusing on all the mistakes he's made. He's not seeing that the 2 cups of love have been behind him all along, and that's him and his divine counterpart. He doesn't realise that he just has got to just, you know, look behind and see that they're still standing. And he's got what it takes to go forward and get what he wants and have the love that he deserves, but keeping himself trapped in this fear. And divine, and the women keeping themselves trapped in fear, you're both doing the same thing. So you need to really meditate and clear this energy, all right? Because look what we've got coming in for us. Look what we have. So these energies need to be cleared, all right? Now then, for the actual practicalities, what we've got is the anchor, the garden, and the man. Now the anchor, as you know, some of you know, is all about security. It's about grounding yourselves. It's about anchoring yourselves and standing firm in your truth. Standing firm in what it is you believe in. And feeling secure within yourselves, okay? And we have the garden, which is the meeting card. This is the reunion, okay? This is a physical meeting of 2 people coming together. And we have the man with that. So there you are, meeting the divine masculine. The divine masculine is meeting his divine feminine. And you're both in this place of security, but standing your ground and standing in truth, okay? So please make sure, if you do have plans to meet, to really, really, really anchor yourselves, okay? Be true to yourselves. And the next line is the heart, the tower, and the woman. So, honestly, could we mirror each other any more this week? I don't think we could. So there we have the heart. Just, well, it says it all really. This is the love. Unconditional, beautiful love. You know, it's what we are and what we have in our lives. So there's the love. And if any of you have watched my videos before, you will know that the tower for me always represents the twin, because it's the divine, it's the occult card, it's the lovers from the past, you know, and this always signifies a twin for me. And there we have the woman, so the divine feminine. So this is the love with your divine, with your twin, and the divine feminine's right here, okay? So it's just beautiful, guys. There's real love there. Trust it. And with the bottom line, we have the house, the boat, and the bear. The boat has come up a lot, actually. So the house represents the home life itself. It's going to be very significant for you guys this week. Okay, doesn't surprise me, only because obviously Christmas is a week away, so the home is of course going to be significant, you know, families, gatherings, everything really to do with the home life. And with the boat next to it, this could be that you're travelling to go to a family home. It also is your ship's cargo coming in, your treasures are coming into your home. And with the bear here, this signifies strength, solidarity, something big, strong and dependable, something substantial too, okay? And something very strong and rock solid in your life, okay? And coming down as well, it's very significant here, but you have got security within love, okay? Be secure within your love here, and the love is coming into your home. And this meeting with your twin, you know, you could be journeying to each other, to see each other this week. And there we have you both, the divine masculine and feminine together, where you've got something strong, you've got this strength here, you've got this bond, this strong bond, something substantial between you both, which is unbreakable, okay? And divine masculines coming into, you know, the twins coming into the divine masculine's home here, security with your twin. So it's all saying the same thing really in all different directions. And the two that jumped out here was the letters and the sun. And the letters means that you're going to be receiving news. And the sun is about ultimate achievement and great success, bright blessings and a positive outcome. So it could be that whatever news you've been waiting on, you're going to receive the outcome that you've wanted, okay? So I don't think you could get better cards than what have jumped out today. You know, I get that it can be it's so easy to get sucked into these energies. You know, as a collective, we very much are on par with what we feel and the purging, and we're crying for no reason, and you know, but we've got to learn that these are patterns to be broken, not to keep repeating, okay? Patterns are not to be repeated, they're to be broken within this dynamic, guys. Within all aspects of your life. You know, if you keep repeating the same patterns that aren't serving you, why are you allowing it to happen again? Break it away. Enough now. New chapters. Okay? So that's it. So before I end this video, to those of you who have reached out to me in this last week, for your words, your love, your support. I can't, honestly, I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world sometimes with what you guys say to me, because you give me so much, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, honestly, for so much gratitude to all of you, for reaching out and for your feedback and confirming, you know, that your readings have started to happen already, and you know, it keeps me going, and I wake up every day so grateful. So thank you so much. And another thing is, I'm still going to be doing the readings. Obviously with Christmas coming up next week, I am going to be going back to the UK for 5 days to spend with my family, but I'll still be doing your energy update before I go, and I will be doing it the week after when I'm back. So nothing's going to change there, okay? For your own personal readings being booked in, please allow me next week. I won't be actually doing readings while I'm back in the UK, but I will get to them as soon as I come back, okay? So please allow me during the week of next week, my time with my family, and when I come back I'll get on to your personal journeys. And I'll be doing an announcement in next week for January. I'm going to be doing specials in January, okay? So I'll come to you with more of that for next week's reading. I'll let you know more. And that's it. So I love you all. Have a lovely week, and let me know how you get on. And I'll be back before I go to the UK, so I'll be back on Saturday with another update for the following week anyway. All right, guys, I love you all. Mwah. See you later. Bye.